Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. Do you guys want to know why Death Parade is gonna be one of the most memorable animes that we've ever seen? You know why? Because never in my entire time that I've ever watched anime has it took 10 episodes to introduce our main character's name. I mean, wait, was that in Pupa? No, no, that wasn't even in Pupa. But still, never have I ever seen an anime where our main character is not introduced until like close to the end of the anime. And I think this anime is gonna have like 12 episodes, so we only have 2 weeks left to hear Miss Chiyuki. Yes, that's his name, Miss Chiyuki. Just drop the Miss part. Her name is Chiyuki, and I honestly thought she was gonna have some relation to the book, but no, that didn't even happen. She read the book; it was her favorite book. That's why the memories kept coming up. So that's why. And coming into this episode, Deckham is still shaken by what happened last episode, episode 9, also known as the best episode of 2015. Quote this, and I gotta say, Deckham is really shaken. He's really shaken on what Chiyuki has said, saying that you only draw out the darkness in humans that already exists. Thus, they created. Quoting Deckham right there. Quoting Deckham right there, and he asks Nona, "Are we really judging people right? Like, is this something really right to do to like make them fight?" And he asks Ginty, going like, "Is there even a point in judging?" And Ginty gets mad at him, saying that, "Listen, humans live for no reason. They live to just die later. What's the point in living? Just judge them and get on with it. While with judging, you play with their lives." So Ginty's gonna act like a jerk with that scenario. And then you also have Nona. She's going like, "Well, that's for you to decide. Do you really think that it's bad or not?" And then she goes on with the three factors that a arbiter has. Number one, they cannot retain memories because they'd be close to for their dummies. Number two, arbiters cannot feel emotions because they would make them so close too close to being humans. And I think it's another third thing, but I'm not sure. And then once Chiyuki finds out that she's human, like because there's like these little fragments that are tearing apart from her body, almost like she's in some sort of Edo Tensei or something. So then she asks Deca, going like, "So what am I supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to be judged now?" And then they play not a game of darts, not a game of hockey, not a game of bowling, not a game of roulette, not a game of any of that kind. They play a game of cards. And finally an official game where everybody's just laid back and they can do whatever they want. And this time we get this guest, and she's an old lady, and she's really cheerful. She's a really cheerful old lady. And they sit down and they play the game Old Maid. If you guys don't know how Old Maid goes, at the end the person with no cards and the person who has the Joker is the loser, while the person who runs out of cards wins. That's basically the objective of the game. Almost like Uno in a way. But they start playing, and not a lot of memories just jog back. What happens is that the old lady, she starts seeing all these illustrations with the cards. She's going like, "Oh, I remember this." And then after they're done, before they're done playing the game, the old lady says, "So am I in the afterlife?" And Deckup's shocked because go like, "Whoa, whoa! I didn't even send you so many memories." And then she says, "I thought that because I just had a memory. There was this character that I was supposed to write, and I never got to, but this is just how I pictured it." So she actually got something good out of finding out that she's dead. Nothing bad. She has no regrets. I would love to live a life like this. Live a life of no regrets when I die, which none of us can live without, obviously. But then once she finds that out, she doesn't want to know how she died, and she's just going like, we weren't able to have any children when me and my husband were still living, so my illustrations became my children, and she started working. At this time, I thought that she was the person that actually made the book, but she wasn't. She actually had read that book called Chavit, and apparently it was about the girl named Chavo. And then Chiyuki gets some memories back, going like, "Oh, I used to love this book, and then I miss my mother too." So that was a big plot twist. I literally thought that that old lady was going to be the illustrator of the book, but it wasn't. I guess I was just completely twisted, a really big twist. And then she was sent to reincarnation, obviously. And I really thought that after Chiyuki lost the game of Old Maid, she would be sent to the Void, which it didn't really happen. What happened was The old lady got sent to reincarnation, obviously, because she lived a good life. And then Decim says to Chiyuki, "Listen, I need to know everything about what happened in the past. What happened to you? But I thought Arbiters can have memories." Well, he's about to have memories now. And that ends today's episode of Death Parade. Tell me in the comments, what did you guys think of this episode? I really thought it was a really good episode. It really brought a bunch of answers to what we thought we knew. And it took us 10 episodes to know Chiyuki's name. Like, what is that? I don't know. Tell me, are you finally like relieved that you know this girl's name? I am. So that's about it for me today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you guys like my review, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, and be sure to like the video if you liked it. And until we meet again, see ya.